Okay, so I figured today, oh, first of all, welcome to Debt to None. And before I forget, which I would never forget, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. I think I have 9, which is more than I expected because I was thinking like, is anyone really going to be watching me? Like for real, like interested in what I'm talking about? Because it's just me, but 9. I know it's like, okay, in comparison to established channels, obviously, what's 9? Well, 9 is everything to me. So thank you so much for taking the time to punch that little subscribe button and come along on my journey with me. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to do whatever I can to keep you guys encouraged. And when you feel like you're losing your drive, I'll be here and I'll be like, no, you can do this. Trust me, you can. So I figured today, what I'll do is go through my debt repayment plan, maybe tell you a little bit about why I chose to do it this way, and it might work for you. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I mean, like, what? Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me during this few minutes that I ramble and I talk about my goals and what I'm going to do. And, um, oh, wait a minute. I found it. Okay. This is the reason why I wanted to get this book is because I believe one of my shiny brand new subscribers, I don't actually understand how this YouTube like works. Like when I saw I was getting a few subscribers, I was like, well, where are they and who are they? So I think I saw them. I think. Um, so I think one of them is budgeting April. April, if you see this video and you're not my subscriber, let me know and then subscribe. No, but anyway, what I wanted to say about April. Okay, I watched a couple of her latest videos and some weren't her latest, but I just, I was in the channel and I'm like, wow, let's just hang out for a second. Um, oh my gosh, she has the coolest idea, which I'm late to the party, and that's fine. That's my life. That's who I am. I'm always late. Um, where she's doing this hashtag ODBJ series, which means our different budgeting journeys, which I mean, I love it. I was watching this and I love how she mapped it out. And it's like you answer one question per video. And I'm like, that is so cool. What an awesome idea. What a great idea for content, too, because I mean, I'd be interested in that. So I just had to talk about her really quick because I loved her brain and where she was going, and I was like, "That's awesome!" And you're awesome. So cool. Yeah. So unfortunately, I found that video when it said closed. That's cool. I mean, whatever. Knocking at the door. It's closed. Okay, so let's see if I can do this right. So here we go. So here is my debt payoff plan for the entire, like I said, entire 12 months that I plan, the remaining 12 months that I plan to be in debt because I've been in debt for a little while now. Okay, so this is starting off at August because I had to, with my taking on new debt and getting new credit cards, I had to make a whole new Google Doc. So, um, only reason I'm showing you this is so you can kind of see the different accounts, my credit union, Discover, Citibank number 2, Citibank number 1, and then Wells Fargo. So let's go to And then you see how I did all my see how organized I am with this. I'm I mean, this isn't great for someone that knows anything about money and like finances. These weren't great ideas that I came up with to pay off the debt, but it's gonna work. I mean, I had fees up the wazoo doing balance transfers all over the place, but yeah, I didn't want to pay interest. I said in my I think I mentioned in my first video that I had a very high interest loan for the original home improvements I was doing for the siding and then the windows. And that I couldn't get my head above water. I mean, I think it started off at $23,000 and then it was like 10% interest. And if I'm like, oh, I'm doing good this month, I'm gonna pay like $400. Well, most of that was eaten up by interest. And I think it maybe knocked it down like 100 and some change. So that wasn't great. That was an unresearched decision that I did. A brand new homeowner at the time, and I just jumped right into the financing that the company offered, which is not smart. I don't know why I just didn't go to my credit union. My credit union is great. But anywho, that's then, this is now. So so here we are. So we've got it all spread out on 0% interest now. And let's see. So we're in September. September is done. I've I've paid everything. So I have I feel like I should be pointing to something. I don't know. Should I be? Well, no, you could probably see this. Yeah, one more time. It's a cursor. You can see a cursor. Okay. Okay. Sheesh. Okay. So I have for my credit union. Okay. So I paid that. So my credit union is at 2,400 now. And then the just no, what is this? This is Discover. It's at 3,000, and then 4,700 is one of the Citibank cards. And then the one the oldest one, and I said, oh, they're gonna charge me interest. That's why they were holding that fee back. That wasn't, I'm sorry, I slandered them. They didn't. I just got my bill today. They didn't yet. They didn't yet charge me interest. If I wait a second, they will. So the balance is $150 left of that 200, or left of that 250. So minimum payment is $41. I plan for October to pay 150. So then that Citibank will be done. And then I'll just focus on these other four. So for the month of October, I'm paying the minimum, not minimum payments, but the minimum amount for me, which for me is $100 a month towards debt. And the reason why I'm doing that is because of the roof that turned out, the total charge for the roof replacement was 6,700. I want to say 750, which includes like the permit, which is such a ripoff, and then all the work. And so I only borrowed $5,000 of that amount, because I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna be halfway responsible and pay off some of it myself. So but that's $1,700 just coming out of my bank account. So I'm just like, I want to do minimum payments to everything for the month of October. And then, so I plan to pay $100 on everything except for that Citibank, 150 to get rid of it. And then in November, oh, and then you see, so those are my remaining, that's what I anticipate to have remaining. So basically, this is what I did for the whole year to kind of I just mapped out everything. November, I'm gonna pay a little bit more to my Citibank number two. Reason being because I am catching interest on it because, like I said, I used that card. It was, I don't know why. I was doing that because it's a cash back card. I Side note, that's a really great hustle that they have on us because it's, oh, you'll get 2% cash back. Use it for this, use it for that. Why was I doing that? So I was using it for everything. And the interest rate is high. It's like 19%, 19 something percent. I'm using it for everything. And then I'm getting cash back thinking, yeah, I'm getting cash back. Check this out. I got like $20. Okay. You know how much money I was spending in interest? That's not, I'm not making it. I'm not profiting. They are, of course. So what? I'm not. I mean, I know this is the thing to do for credit card companies. Like, this is what they do. So I'm sorry to bash them, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to get out of debt and get your finances in order, yeah, that's not where it's at. Don't fall for the okey doke and use your cashback card thinking you're like doing something. If you got like all this debt to pay off. Anywho, so I'm going to put a larger amount towards that in November, $600. But what I have decided, like $1,500 towards debt is too much for me. Even though I could do it, it's uncomfortable. I'm not going to do it. So a reasonable amount that would allow me to continue to save some money would be around $1,000. Like around $1,000 towards debt. And anything less than that is even better. So for the month of November, I'm going to do $900 towards debt. And then December, why does December look so large and in charge? It's because in my brain, I'm thinking I really want to get rid of that Citibank number two card. So I'm going to buckle down and throw $1,000 just at that card on its own. Now I know what I just said. However, October was a very minimum debt payment month. November was just under the amount that I've set for myself to pay and still be able to save. So that means I will have some savings. So I can do it. I can do 1,300 for December. And then January, let's take a step back a little bit and I'm going to go below the minimum, $50 to everything except for that Citibank card, which I'm going to throw 700. So now you see in January, my balance will be down to 2,300. Right now it's 4,700. So that just, I know I'll be done with interest by then because I think the balance that is subjected, what's the word they use? Balance subjected to interest. Can't remember. Last time I checked, it was like 300 and something. So I'm sure I won't be getting charged interest anymore. So January is like kind of like a little respite for not a respite, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not paying that much at all. What is it? $850 towards debt. Then in February, I'm gonna get, like just I'm like, here we go. We're going to do it again. Boom, $1,000 at that Citibank card again. 100 for my credit union, 50 for Discover, and then 100 for the Wells Fargo. And so then at the end of February, I anticipate to only have $1,300 left on that Citibank card because I think that one is due. That promo is over. That 0% interest rate promo is over in August of next year. So that's why I'm in this like little bit of I'm hustling to get that done. So only $1,300 at the end of November or end of February. Now here comes March. So March, $100 to the credit union, $100 to Discover, and then $700 to Citibank, and $100 to Wells Fargo. And look at the end of March. The balance, the anticipated balance will be $600 after I do that. $600. So then April, which somewhere in here, I will receive a refund. So if I file in February, like when I'm doing good with paperwork and stuff, then I maybe these numbers might be February, March. Either way, let's just pretend like I file in April and get a refund in April instead of doing it earlier. $600. Well, I have that without a refund. So boom, bye-bye, Citibank. See ya. Citibank number 2 is deuces at the end of April. And then my credit, now you see the shift in attention. My credit union will get my focus after that. So I plan in April to pay $850 because I think I'm anticipating for I'm going to anticipate low for my refund because I like to be pleasantly surprised with more money instead of messed up because I over anticipated. Like we don't want to do that. So let's just say my refund is $1,000. Well, that's great. Because if I'm already prepared to pay $1,000 on my own, that's $2,000 towards debt. We're moving out. So I plan $850 to the credit union, which will leave $1,000 at the end of April. And then minimums to the other, Discover and Wells Fargo, because they're the promo date. We got some time. So look at that though. So pretty in May. In May, I will pay $600 to my credit union, which will leave $400. Right. That's good stuff. So then $200 to Discover. That'll leave $2,200. And then $100 to Wells Fargo. That'll leave $1,750. So, okay. So then what do you think is going to happen in June? Yeah, obviously, you're right. Boom. Bye-bye, credit union, Visa. Pay that $400. I'm at zero. That's June of 2023. Let's just talk about what life will be like for me in June of 2023. At the end of June, I will only have two credit cards left. Oh, God. Do I have COVID? No. Okay, that's that. Okay, COVID's no fun. Okay, anywho, back. We did have it. So get back, squirrel. So, okay, I will have two credit cards left at the end of June. Discover and Wells Fargo. My credit union will be out of there. So that's great. And you see that I'm starting to turn my attention to the Wells Fargo then. So then here comes July. And then notice that, oh, she needs help. Oh, notice that I'm like those big chunks towards debt payment are like it's not consistent because like I said, I want to save as I go. And I haven't, I'm a little anal and neurotic with numbers now. So I haven't figured out like how much would I actually have, like estimate, like an estimated amount of what I'll have in savings because I'm not like at my peak amount each month. So that means every single month that I'm doing this planned debt payment, I'm saving money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My account is growing wherever I'm putting it. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to do my savings account with Marcus Goldman Sachs or if I'm going to stick with just I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so in July, I will have 2 credit cards to focus on. And so then I'm going to throw 800 at Wells Fargo, which will leave me with $700 left to pay. And then $100 for the Discover. Then I'm dealing with $2,000. I mean, this is so okay. Like I can breathe. This is kind of debt that I'm like, oh yeah, what? We got this. What? Yeah, we could do this. So then in August, boom, see ya. See ya, Wells Fargo. There's the $700. Bye. You're done. You are done. Because I opened up that credit card last month, or yes, in August. And they gave me like a 23% or something. 23, 20. It was something outrageous. And I was like, uh, I will never use you ever unless, no, let me just stop. No, let's stop. I was going to say, oh, it's 0%. Yeah, but either way, you still have to pay like a fee. So we're back. So now, here, end of August, September, like I said, that's September 2023. Whatever debt I have, it should be paid in full. So I'm anticipating after paying $300 in August to Discover, I'm anticipating having $1,700 left of debt. Period. Now, that's it. I mean, my car that I was paying off in the beginning of this year, that I ended up paying, we did pay that off in, when were we done, babe? Do you remember? It's like April, I think we were done. April or May, we were done paying off the car, that was my focus because that obviously had interest. So that in September of 2023, I anticipate, providing I don't get extra money coming in or whatever, $1,700 will be the remaining debt amount. So I will have a CD that will be matured September 6th, and then I'll just wipe that clean. And then the rest of that CD is going to go to our fully funded emergency fund. So that's the plan. That is the plan, the whole picture of everything. So this is very doable. This isn't like what I initially planned, where it was very ambitious and very intense, where I was just going to be just as much as I could pay towards debt every single month, which like $1,500. Who can do that? I mean, people do it. Don't get me wrong. I hear their stories and they're like beans and rice, rice and beans. Of course, we eat that anyway. But yeah, I'd rather be putting a little bit towards my emergency fund as I go, because when something happens and I only have $1,000, I'm gonna get into more debt. That's because as a homeowner, what could happen? Everything. So I'm that's why I'm doing it this way. So that would be awesome if I pay this off before September. But you know what? I'm fine. There's no fire, I don't, it's not, not, I don't, it's not I don't need to get into a race to pay it off. I just decided, let's take a breath. We don't need to move so fast. So that is the numbers for that. Hopefully I didn't bore you out of your mind, but that mapping it out for the entire year, I it helps me because it's a constant reminder of what I'm doing every single month. So, yeah. So, not this video. I'll put up another one with my budget. So, like what I actually have to pay out every month and how I stay on budget and how I go about that. So, I'll do that in my next video. This was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Oh. I don't know. You like to smile? You like to be entertained? You like to be encouraged? What do you like? I could probably provide it. Subscribe. What are you waiting for? Just do it. I'm not. Come on. Don't be scared. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm good, people.